The Rings of Power hinted at several characters who could be Sauron. However, after Udun, many fans believe Halbrand is the Dark Lord. So, is he really Sauron himself? Welcome to Buzz Bites, and this is our exploration of theories that Halbrand in the Rings of Power could just be the Dark Lord Sauron himself, waiting to attack. If you're new here, subscribe for exciting content. The Rings of Power has evolved on a small scale. So far, the real fight has been between a few Southlander settlements and Adar's ragtag band of orcs. Even when Galadriel arrived with reinforcements from Numenor, she only brought a few hundred soldiers. That makes sense given that Adar kept his plans quiet in order to avoid stronger resistance. From a storyline standpoint, the tiny size also makes sense because it enables future seasons to develop. With that said, the Rings of Power will soon take things to the next level. The series must be nearing the official emergence of Sauron after Adar's defeat and the frighteningly actual eruption of Mount Doom. The problem is that Sauron is notorious for his shape-shifting skills and may have already appeared discreetly. Several people could fit the bill as an undercover Sauron, but fans are very certain that Halbrand is the Dark Lord following Episode 6, Udun. The Rings of Power Sauron puzzle lingers, but Episode 6 may reveal Halbrand as the mysterious evil. Sauron has taken on the role of Middle Mephisto, and fans sense the Dark Lord's presence around every corner. The Rings of Power intentionally heightens the mystery with characters such as Waldreg and Galadriel confused about Sauron's whereabouts. Before the release of the Rings of Power, most fans assumed that a shadowy figure in the teasers was Sauron. However, that assumption was shortly disproved when the series revealed that the guy in white was a priest in the cult of Melkor. Following that, most fans jumped on a fresh theory. Galadriel revealed earlier in the series that evil is so cold that fire cannot touch it. So when Meteor Man's meteor fire failed to burn hot, many fans jumped on the Meteor Man is Sauron bandwagon. To be sure, the theory is still valid because Meteor Man exudes an awful aura. Meteor Man might, however, be Gandalf or another wizard. Then, in Udun, the facts started to mount up. Halbrand was furious when he confronted Adar about what Adar had done to him. Adar alleges that he killed Sauron during a fight over the custody of the orcs. Although Sauron is undoubtedly still alive, Adar may have disembodied him, forcing the Dark Lord to spend ages healing in secrecy. This information seems to fit Halbrand's past in an odd way. Charlie Vickers' character told Galadriel that orcs had chased me from my homeland when they first met. Adar is finally in Halbrand's grasp after the villain's horse is killed, and Halbrand demands, "Do you remember me?" Adar doesn't know, but makes the assumption that he may have killed the irate man's lover or child. Thus, if Halbrand is a reincarnated Sauron, it would be consistent with Adar's assertion that he killed the Dark Lord. Furthermore, Halbrand's hesitation to reveal his name to Adar stood out. That makes sense because Halbrand would want to keep his true identity hidden from Adar in case the fallen elf went and told Galadriel out of spite. Finally, why would Adar be the one to activate Mount Doom since the volcano was Sauron's lair? However, if Halbrand were Sauron, everything would fall into place. It would seem that he had been manipulating the situation all along. For example, he was the one who first directed the Numorians to the Tower of Ostirith. Furthermore, as Reddit user RealDFaceG pointed out, Halbrand was only king of the Southlands or Mordor, and now that Mount Doom exists, he may utilize its flame to create his ring. And no one will question him since he is an authority in their eyes. Perhaps this is all a hoax and someone else will be Sauron. But the evidence is persuasive. Halbrand might as well be Sauron incarnate. So let's hear from you. Do you think Halbrand is just a different version of Sauron carefully building resistance to launch a larger attack? That's it for this video. Make sure to click the subscribe button for more exciting videos like this.